So a lot of you have asked me ever since I got my planner if I still use my bullet journal. The answer is yes, and I've been bullet journaling since March of 2015, and I've regularly used the system for about a year. In late March, early April, I started using my Hobonichi Cousin Spring 2016 edition, and this planner has worked out really well for me, and I just kind of wanted to touch on how I use both systems and which one I kind of prefer when I'm planning like my normal day-to-day life. And so in my bullet journal, I first kind of use it for everything. Like here I have a to-do list, and on the next page I have a mind map that planned out an English project that I was working on at the time, so I could kind of brainstorm alongside all of the things I needed to do for that project. And I really just love having that kind of flexibility within my planner system, because here I came back from spring break and I decided to tape in a bunch of receipts and tickets and postcards that I happened to receive as I was on my trip with my family. And then next here I have actually my last weekly spread, because it's March 31st here, and I started using my planner consistently April 1st. So you can kind of see that I kind of just used my bullet journal in a very, very different way than how my planner is set up. And you can see that I didn't actually touch this notebook for another 2 weeks till I had a really busy weekend, and I decided to divide all of my tasks into subtasks, and I just kind of had this as like a brain dump of everything I needed to get done. And so I just decided that that kind of works really well for me, because I can kind of use this as a more creative way to really break down my tasks instead of how I normally do it in my planner, like you see when I taped in this to-do list. I also put a page for my goals, and I also have this list here of things that I wanted to do when I'm section leader next year in marching band. And I obviously wouldn't really put a list like this in my planner, and so I just like having a bullet journal there for me to do that. Here I also had another busy weekend, and I decided to write out like a schedule for myself, and I think that that works well because I can just kind of come back to this journal whenever I want to. And again, I just wanted to break down the things I had to get done this past weekend. And on the next page here, I've broken down all of my AP summer assignments. And I think that having both the bullet journal and the planner allow me to do more with how exactly I break down my time. In my Hobonichi, the first few pages have yearly overviews of last year, this year, and next year. This would have taken ages to write down in my bullet journal, so I really like that it's already laid out for me, and if I want, I can highlight dates and things like that. Similarly, the monthly overviews are already laid out here, so although I didn't draw out the complete box calendar in my bullet journal, my monthly spreads in my bullet journal did take a lot of time to create, with the dots and numbering the days and writing out everything. Here I can use the monthly overviews to kind of plan in advance, as well as planning as the month progresses. If I had something in August, I could easily go to the monthly view in August and write down stuff for that. If you guys have seen my planner setup video, you already kind of know what these weekly views are used for in my Hobonichi. Since the schedule of like 24 hours is along the side of each day, I use this weekly overview to kind of write down all time sensitive events like my rehearsals and like tests and due dates and things like that. And I like having the daily, the weekly, and the monthly views in this planner. I don't have to write out all of them. I can just fill in the things that I need to get done. And it's just more efficient for me this way, because I can really make sure I'm not forgetting to do anything. In these daily pages, I have 1 day per page, and so I love having all of this extra space. As you can see, I do use a lot of the space some days when I'm really busy, and I like having as much space as I really need. And having 1 day per page also allows me to plan ahead. I can, flip forward a couple weeks in these daily spreads and just write down something I need to remember on that day. And I didn't have that flexibility in my bullet journal just because I can't predict how much space each day would take in my bullet journal. But I actually used a bullet journaling system in these daily pages. I used a task box for all of my tasks and a circle for all of my events. And honestly, I feel like using my planner has helped me be more productive, and I know at this point in my life, it's helped me so much. I just finished my junior year of high school. I'm going into my senior year, and I have a lot of dates and deadlines to keep track of with college applications, and so not having to write out all of my layouts in my bullet journal is really like time efficient. So I like using my planner for that reason, but I still use my bullet journal to write out lists and brain dumps and mind maps, and I just like using both systems in one. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel because I will be posting videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and also be sure to check out my 8 Tracks Instagram and Tumblr accounts. Bye guys!